Ted, an ounce of, the old saying, an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Now, when people are getting ready to sell their home, one of the things that we've been doing, and I think it's catching on big, is a preliminary title search. Right?
Yep.
Can you tell us why that would be beneficial and who should probably do that?
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think any seller that's that's looking to sell their property, that has owned their property longer than, let's say, 5 years, should probably do that. 5 years or less, well, maybe even make that window a little shorter, maybe 3 years. The longer that you've owned it, the more likely that you have something that could affect the title that you have forgotten about, or who knows what the situation was that you don't want to be sideswiped at the closing, or when we're under contract, we only have days to work, and so we need every day that we have to do the things that we need to do to get ready for that closing. And the last thing we all want is a delay. So,
what are some of the snags that could happen with a title?
Well, I mean, if one that comes out, and it comes often, very often, is when there's a joint tenant that's passed away on title, and there's in Rhode Island there's an automatic inheritance tax lien that gets placed on a property. It's not something you'll see recorded. It's unrecorded, but it's automatic upon death. And so, if two parties own a property as tenants by the entirety or as joint tenants, the vesting will automatically vest the title into the survivor, which is great. That's what you want in those situations. But it doesn't eliminate that deceased joint tenant's interest in the property. You've got to also take an affirmative step and file an inheritance tax release step. The search should be done when the listing agreement gets signed, I think. So that way you're way ahead of the curve. You get your search done. You see what's going on. Maybe most of the time it's probably clean. But there are those situations where it's not. Maybe there's judgments, maybe there's liens, maybe there's executions, maybe there's a situation with a joint tenant that's passed away. And so we use that time at that point to resolve these issues so that by the time you're under contract, you're clean. And you don't have to worry about the delays that could affect the buyer.
What does execution mean?
It's where the court will enter a judgment in a collection matter.
I see.
And then they record an execution in the public records to,
So the past owner did not pay something.
That's right. Yeah, when they didn't pay something, who knows what the item was, a credit card or something, that results in a judgment and an execution that gets recorded in the public records. The creditor has the right to pursue the equity in the property if it's not homestead.
So it's really important to get this done, because that could happen and you wouldn't know.
No. You would, but so many people, you'd be surprised, know, but they forget very easily.